Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Outcast Order D&D Roleplay. We are starting with week 21. Sragg, take it away. I believe we've just set up camp after slaying a dragon.
You found a clearing, I remember that much. It was a very good spot. Summoned the fortress,
Yep.
and you've all gone inside. I think that's where we cut off as soon as y'all went in.
Right.
What were your plans there? Let's go over the list. Colby, plans for the evening? I think Colby's frozen.
And we're down.
Yep.
That would be irony.
We're up. We're down.
Are you back, man? Are we down?
Back. The stream keeps going even if I disconnect, so carry on without me.
Okay. I was asking your plans for the evening. Riclamin, what are your plans for the evening?
Let's see. I plan on. I think I said I rolled up my magic bedroll.
Yeah.
Got all cozy.
Yeah.
Put my armor away in the ring or whatever.
Okay.
And then, you know what? I think I'll read some of my father's journal before going to sleep.
Okay.
That should be interesting. He can read
Smart.
the code, right?
Yeah.
What is your plans for the evening?
Obviously, Smurrrrh's gonna grab some drinks.
Drinking?
Yeah. Maybe he'll go hang out with Donkey.
Drinking with Donkey.
You get that poor donkey drunk awful often.
He's my drinking buddy now.
All right. Are you back, Colby?
I'm here, sorry. I'm not doing anything particular. I'm just kind of hanging out.
Hanging out. All right. Druid?
I have to summon fresh spells.
Spells.
Yes. Because we still have the massive fortress that was summoned in the forest. She has to repair that. The damage caused by it appearing.
Ah, okay.
I'm looking for the spells she has that will allow her to do that.
Very well. Smurrrrh, let's get 2 rolls from you.
D20s?
Yep.
Okay. You're still setting up the video stream, Colby?
Yeah.
Is he there?
Yeah, I'm setting it up.
Okay. I was gonna say I only see green on it.
And Riclamin, give me a roll. Just an int check.
A 2 and a 15.
Okay. Okay.
Not the greatest
So-
rolls I've had.
You get drunk, but you're not going to get sick.
Okay.
I know it's in here somewhere.
Yeah, with a 2, I'm pretty smashed, I'd say.
Yeah. Drunken orc.
And the right spell.
Okay.
I think the fort is summoned to contain Smurrrrh.
He's still
surrounding.
Smurrrrh's still impatiently waiting, to go to help out his family that he thinks is in peril, etc. So right now he's just drinking his sorrows away, I guess.
All right. You find an interesting note in your father's journal comparing a orc overlord that was rampaging the area to the Amakirs of the Nether Mountains. On a scale of threat.
Rampaging what area?
Was up by the north of the Mithril Hall. There was an orc overlord that was rampaging the area at one point. It said that it's good that it got cut off soon because he could have been the same scale as the Amakirs of the Nether Mountains.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. Colby just hanging out.
Let's
Okay.
hang out.
We got...
What time of day is it, Sragg?
If I remember correctly, it was just starting to get dusky when you summoned this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was getting dark, and because of the
Sorry.
forest, we didn't want to be under dark.
Well, I've got nothing else here. The rest of the night's going to pass with no problems since you're living in a fortress of save yourselves.
It's a fortress of solitude.
Superman and I are like this.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Let me see. I need to roll here.
Puts the crystals in. His father appears. They're stopping.
So now we
And
have
Donkey-
material in the Pandemonium Fortress. I'm just saying.
Yep. And Donkey drank Smurrrrh under the table.
Eh.
Yeah, freaking donkey.
Yep. Oh, night passes. No real problems. Get your spells ready for me.
Working on it.
I get up, pack up my stuff, put it away, and I go find Smurrrrh. See if he's
Fine.
conscious.
You find Smurrrrh passed out next to Donkey.
I splash him with the decanter. Tell him to get up.
What setting?
Didn't you leave the decanter at your
Garden
house?
hose.
Did you bring it along?
Fire hose?
Garden hose.
Oh, okay. He specifically went back to collect it before they rescued you. Okay. Smurrrrh.
Yep.
You are being splashed with water. You wake
Does this
up.
this awakens me? Okay.
Yeah.
Get up.
Ah, Ricky. What time is it? Wait,
Morning.
why am I all wet?
You look like you're passed out, man. That's the only cure for a hangover I know.
Donkey's looking at you rather angrily. He seems kind of pissed. You splashed
it-
him too.
Is it breakfast?
No, he's looking at Riclamin, not you. He's cool with you.
Yeah. I'm just looking for breakfast. Ricky, is there breakfast yet?
I haven't made anything. Doesn't
Why
it just
not?
kind of appear here? And
Can't you see I'm hungry?
I start looking around.
We have to eat and get going. Let's go. I get up.
Does the unseen servant like just give us food, or like how does that work?
Yeah, he'll make
Yes.
it through. Yes.
You have to ask voice, or do you just think it?
Whatever works for you.
Okay, I was looking around.
It's as I probably said that he's probably already brought breakfast in.
Yeah, a nice cold gruel.
I look at it and displeased. What is this?
I grab it, like sniff it.
It's food.
This isn't even as good as my swamp stew that I made.
Can you spice this up? I hand it to Smurrrrh.
I'll see what I can do. I'll take it. You want me to roll some kind of check? See if I can make it better.
Yeah, you're gonna roll a d20 plus. I think it's. Let me look at this. Profession. It's wisdom. Yep. D20 plus 1, so it's going to be for you a D20 plus 6. Awesome, Smurrrrh. He takes it.
Oh, man.
You say you think you can spice this up? Can you fix this? He holds it. Sure. Dumps it out and hands you the bowl back.
I take a bite.
No, I just dumped it. The bowl's empty. It
He
is
takes a bite of the empty bowl. Yeah, wait, what?
Smurrrrh
I thought he handed
salvaged
back
it.
some crappy food. Okay.
No, I dumped it out. That's my spicing. I can live with that.
I just kind of like
You
drop the bowl, walk away.
sniffing that, you decided that it was not worth your time to try to fix it. You prefer to cook something on your own.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. I
Yeah.
definitely agree with that. Okay. All right, I get up then and I start looking around and go to the kitchen and start looking around for things to make a real breakfast.
The unseen servant brings you what you require. Let's try that again, shall we?
Oh man.
I'm gonna say I didn't know he was going to make breakfast, and I just walked off and had some of my rations.
Okay. You smell something cooking, though.
Oh,
Smurrrrh,
do I?
you have managed to make that same gruel.
I made it slightly better.
Recognizing
Just
recognizing
slightly
the smell, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he's making more for everyone. Gross. And I continue eating my rations.
I show them how to make real gruel.
Yeah. There must be something with this place. I don't know. That's all that the kitchen seems to be able to produce. You were trying to make eggs and ham.
The
Oh.
gruel is Paylor's favorite.
Gruel is unfortunately what the spell summons.
That's awesome.
All right. There we go. Sent you a message there, Smurrrrh. Okay. Now those spell type people. What you got going on?
I'm still figuring it out. Just be a minute.
Okay.
Well, I know of something I could summon that would do what I want. I just don't know what level summon I'd need to do it.
Question I have: can you dismiss your fortress at any point, Colby? Or does it have to wait until the duration's over?
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Give me a sec.
I
It's
can look
in
it up.
your. Let me see.
What's it called again?
Celestial Fortress.
Let's pull that up. There we
Says
go.
it functions like Leoman's secured shelter.
Okay. That's not nearly as. Let's see here. I thought that was like a cabin.
Is
Really?
The fortress resonates with the power of your deity's home plane, and it is protected by Consecrate and Magic Circle against evil. The fortress appearance reflects your deity and deity's realm. For example, dwarven deities look very dwarf-like, and so on and so forth.
Sragg, what are you looking to do to it?
I'm just seeing 2 hours per level. Conjure it. Can you dismiss it?
Oops.
Apparently, as it functions exactly like the Hidden Lodge or whatever.
Hidden Lodge, secure shelter. That's what I'm reading here. Conjures a sturdy cottage made of material that is common in the area. Mm-hmm.
Okay, page 247 of Player's Handbook.
Come.
It's dismissible.
Thank you,
You can
Chris.
tell by the D next to the duration.
Okay. Good deal.
Of course you do. You use spells perpetually. It's what you do.
It's a fort rather than a cottage. Just an FYI.
It just has similar function.
Oh, the D. Okay, on the hand. There we go. Page loads.
Yeah.
I see the D. See, monsters. That's what I need. 138.
Okay. That's also going to change the size of it then. That holds 8 bunks.
The spell I believe that he has puts a different size. It just uses.
It
Secure
functions the same
cottages
as,
rules. except where stated.
Yeah.
Okay, the structure is a simple flat roof fort rather than a cottage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Okay,
open
then.
up to your interpretation, Shrag, but if you're going to all of a sudden reduce
No.
in size, that's inconsistent with the last 6 weeks.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just making sure when you put in the wording, it's the wording that's important to me. When it says it's a fort rather than a cottage, that's where it comes into play.
I imagined it being able to hold our refugees. It wasn't pretty, though.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. But, yeah. Okay. I just need to check that right quick.
Yes.
So, are y'all good to set out?
Is it morning time? Have
Yes.
morning stuff?
Yeah, you've done with your prayers.
Do I know of the lunar cycle?
Do you know of it?
Yeah. When is the next full moon?
Figure that's probably pretty common knowledge.
So when's the next full moon?
Soon. Very soon.
Okay. Then I have my spells.
Yeah.
I know you're in this book.
You know to expect it within the next 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
I offer Colby some gruel when I see him.
Okay.
I try and persuade him to have some gruel.
I'm not hungry, thanks, though.
Okay.
Magic rings of sustaining.
Donkey eats it. Anyway.
I think donkey will eat anything, though, won't he?
Including some meat.
Well, keep in mind, he's really a mule. He's just called donkey.
Yeah. He's a pretty strange creature. So, we're good then.
Yeah, I'm good.
Tell me how this goes.
Which?
Y'all leave the cottage or not cottage? Fortress?
Yeah, I'm probably outside pacing
I'm outside already.
after breakfast.
I just had the rations and walked out.
As I step out, I ask the guys, remind me again what we're doing?
We're heading to Lord Salvator's estate.
Right, which is south of Quavar?
South of Quavar, yes.
Okay. And where exactly are we?
North of Quavar.
Somewhere in the Moonwood. You went off the beaten path purposely to avoid the traps of doom.
Right.
Heading south.
Oh, heading straight south.
Well, whatever we decided, I can't remember what it was.
I thought you said you were going to try to cut across and try to meet back with your path past the home of Trap Crazy Ranger Matt. is what I understood it as. I could be wrong. But I understood you were bypassing his place and basically just trying to angle back and hit your path again.
I don't remember where we are. I was trying to take the shortest path out of the forest. If that's what it was, then that's where we're going.
Okay.
As I see Rick looking confused as the direction, I said, "You're the leader. You just tell us what path we're going."
Yeah, okay. Smurrrrh, got anything to say?
So we're just like, guys, are we going or what?
Okay.
I take a quick look at my map and get my bearings.
You think by the end of the day today, you would be able to hit the path you came in on. If you go straight south, you'll get out in the same amount of time. But you'll be away from Quavar. So you'll have open countryside instead of road.
Okay, so with that thought, I turn to the guys and I just like, you guys want to use the road or avoid the town altogether?
Whatever the quickest way is.
Colby?
No preference.
Well, y'all would know not using the road would take more time, but more likely less traveled. Then again, what traffic are you expecting from a raised town?
A legion of undead zombies.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
That's exactly what I'm expecting by the road. So I kind of, knowing the group wants to get there quick, just kind of gauge the reactions. They're not really sure which way we're going. So I choose to go south.
Okay. This is good. I'm pleased with this.
Okay, so Smurrrrh starts to flap his wings in order to start flying.
Where's our fourth?
We're flying there, right, guys?
Look back like,
Okay.
can we all fly?
I'm a
No.
little slow.
Well, you know, you're levitating, right? So as long as you tie yourself off to a Riclamin, you can kind of like hoverboard.
So there's
You
this
did.
giant winged angel type person carrying
Not at the moment.
But no, I'm painting. This is the picture that's about to occur. Carrying a armor-clad cleric riding a donkey.
Yeah. Giddy up, horsey.
I look back at Ash and ask if she can turn into a bird or anything, or just bears.
You notice that she's been distracted. She's looking at the fortress and moving back and forth around it. She seems to be counting. She jerks out of her thing and looks at you. The only thing that I have the spells or the ability to do right now is a bear. I also need this structure dismissed.
Hey, Colby, can you get rid of this thing?
I ask, what do you mean?
I must repair the damage that its summoning has caused into this area.
Okay. Colby, I guess he snaps his fingers to get it to disappear.
All right. Snaps his fingers. The fortress shrinks back and fades. It appears most of the damage disappeared with it, as if it was somehow incorporated into the fortress at the time.
Okay, what is left of creatures that have been destroyed and such? Since it conjured in moments rather than in having a duration.
You'll have to do a search to look around and see if you can find anything.
Search. 5.
Not a bad search. You do find a couple of bugs that got crushed. There is a nest that was knocked over, but the occupants have fled.
Okay. So the
But it seems that
actual
most
damage
animals
very-
weren't really. It seems like most animals weren't really hanging around the small clearing.
Okay. So the trees and such moved back into place, or because
Or
it
perhaps
was
they
quite
never
large.
disappeared. They must have been incorporated into it for somehow. Strange magic.
Okay. She will get a strange look, tilt head. That is not the way I believed it to function. She'll shake it off and turn around. You were asking about flight?
Yeah. I was thinking we could fly there, maybe be faster. I don't know if you can fly. You said you do bear stuff, right?
The cleric's mount can fly, can't he?
It can. No, I'm the one that flies.
Well,
just-
I can accompany you on him, can't I?
Let me check. What's the max weight capacity of levitate?
Let's see. No, it's going to technically be dragging even though you're in the air. Just so you know, Riclamin.
What am I doing?
You're fixing to find out, unfortunately. Okay.
Someone tying a lasso to me?
You or one willing creature. So it can work on you and Donkey. That's it.
Right. But if somebody's on top of Donkey,
Up to 100 pounds per level. So we go with a mule's weight. How much is... Adira shouldn't weigh very much. I know she's not carrying anything.
She weighs less than 100 pounds. Elves are supposed to be light boned, and she has no significant weight on her.
she's 100 pounds soaking wet, if any.
Yeah.
Okay, then. She should be fine on there.
Okay, so you can ride in the back of Donkey, but
She's just going to have to hold on to you because there's not room on that saddle, and that thing is specially made.
right. The spell's not going to affect you. If you fall, you fall. It's not where if I let go of Donkey, he levitates with me, but you wouldn't get the same effect.
All right. So then it is just a matter of, as long as you do not go too fast for me to hold on, there should be no problem with carrying me, correct?
Right. I won't use the super speed hooves.
Very
Well,
well.
you're going to...
Was that true?
Considering the amount of time you can normally fly with Donkey, the speed you're gonna be going at your levitate speed unless you tie off to Riclamin.
Well, yeah, that's the point. I think.
Okay.
I would imagine his drag isn't that much because I technically don't weigh anything. Neither does Donkey.
Yeah, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. The other part about being drug and not weighing anything through the air might come into play, so it depends on how high you go. We'll see.
Is your levitate a perpetual effect, or does it have a duration?
Pardon my boots.
Ah.
It's never run out.
You
I don't
have
know if it
actually
does.
I don't think he's looking at this.
Depends on the quality of boot.
Yeah, I've never levitated for a long period with them. I guess we'll find out, eh?
Yep.
Not to worry. If we do run into problem, Donkey can fly
gonna get
on his
tired.
own with his specially crafted hooves for short periods of time, enough to save us.
Okay.
I guess those hooves, it's his horseshoes.
What effects do
Alright.
his horseshoes have?
They give him incredible speed and faster, up to a maximum, like a speed so fast he's actually flying for a brief amount of time.
So he has true super haste.
Although it's an incredibly short period, if I didn't have the boots of levitation, I don't think I could think of any practical reason to use it without crashing head or donkey first into something.
You can have the druid poke her head out of the portable hole.
Yeah, you could sit in the portable hole, which would be total.
Oh shit, Poland.
Next level. Next level, that's doable. Not this level.
All right. So, tell me how you're doing this.
I guess I jump up on donkey and help Adara jump up behind me and hold on.
I'll
Okay.
climb up behind him.
So you get in your special saddle and everything. Then
Yeah,
she
he's
climbs
got
up on, holding on to you, right?
Yeah, he's got a full on. It's his saddle that gives him his abilities, right?
The bridle's what gives him the flying. His saddle makes it to where you won't fall out of it.
Right, that's his
So-
plus riding. Sorry. So there's enough things and places on here, like where you can sit on the back of donkey. He's really a mule, so he's not as small as a donkey.
She's probably going to be sitting technically on the donkey blanket.
Right, and there's enough places on the saddle that you can get a good grip.
Well, she has 17 strength, so holding on to the animal or to Colby is not a problem.
Okay. So
Colby's
how are you
wearing-
fastening?
Colby's wearing full armor too, so like there's plenty of places to put a hand to grab onto it.
Next, who brought the rope?
I have rope.
I hand Rick
Oh.
the bridle reins.
What?
I
Don't
have
do
rope.
that. Have him actually leashed. Have it attached to the saddle. If you have it attached to the bridle and he starts going too fast, he could pull it off.
Well, Rick, I don't think you're gonna go so fast to rip the donkey's bridle off, are you?
I'm looking for the spot.
How much control do you have of your flight?
Oh, he has good control of his flight. Good maneuverability.
In character, are you guys discussing about a rope?
Yes.
I say I have a rope.
Okay.
This is a timeout. If he's gonna be pulling strong enough to rip a bridle off the donkey, he's gonna be pulling strong enough on a rope to choke the poor thing.
Well, the way a saddle's put together, you could rope one end around the stirrups and kind of pull. Well, one end around each stirrup and create a little drag net.
What we need is a bicycle and a basket.
This goes back to Colby's question to Rick about how much actual control does he have when he's in flight.
Lots of control.
So I'd explain to you, don't, like I just said, don't pull so hard as to rip the bridle off.
Riclamin's not going to show
Wasn't
off on how much
intending on it.
control he has.
Wasn't intending on it,
It's
but I don't know. I've never actually done this before.
Well, here's the thing. How about we test it?
That sounds like a great idea.
So I'll levitate a couple inches off the ground, and you gently pull us forward.
Okay, Rick, what speed do you go at? Do you actually move your movement speed, or do you kind of go slow and help the donkey along?
For this particular time, I'd like to go
like a walking
very
speed?
slow and kind of gradually work up to see what the limit is.
Okay. Who's on donkey right now? As it's going to be? Are you on the back with so you got the druid on the back with you. He's grabbed the hold the reins.
No, it's just going to be Colby and I.
Before
I believe the first test should just be Colby, since he can levitate and I can't right now.
Okay.
We're going to do a test run.
Before anything crazy happens, I would just like to clarify the mechanics of movement. Like, I imagine you don't instantly move at your movement speed, like with no ramp up.
No, he has a ramp up. I'm just he can either book it or, like he's saying, he's going to go slowly up and see what happens.
Wants to know what gear he's in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he has control of how fast he runs. Just because you can move at 60 feet per second doesn't mean you have to move at 50 feet per second.
Right. That's why I asked him how fast he was going to go.
Yeah.
The only variable to me is I don't know how fast I can go before this thing becomes too much.
Slip out of your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Increasingly unstable. Okay. So, when you barely start going and you're dragging him along on the donkey at the rate of his normal levitate, everything's going fine.
Okay.
You go ahead and double your speed up to 40. You notice that he's still keeping up with you, but donkey starts wavering back and forth, side to side as you're going.
Okay.
And the faster you get, the more unstable it seems to get.
What happens at 60?
At 60, you get donkey going almost all the way around. When you manage to book it up to 100 feet per round, donkey's almost spinning.
Okay, we cut that
Just imagining this spinning donkey behind him.
Now, you can kind of help as you turn the bridle in your hand, pulling him behind you. Yeah. Because he's lighter than air. He's levitating. So if you turn it this way, he like flips 15 times this direction. You turn it back, he goes back that way.
I think we need
and
more
as you slow down,
to strap the druid to the donkey.
When you slow down, you have to kind of catch the donkey, stop the spinning.
Yeah.
Because he's just going to keep going since he's lighter than air.
Smurrrrh yells up, looks good.
And I am not trolling at all, just for clarification.
That was perfect, Sragg. That's exactly what should have happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So he can get to about 40 foot before it starts forcing ride checks, is essentially what I heard.
Forcing ride checks for the person behind. It goes even faster before it's going to force ride checks for Colby.
Yeah.
But that's because he's in the saddle. The saddle's magic. There's other things to it.
Okay. So I look at Colby after we slow down. I'm like, yeah, that's going to be a little crazy.
So we went pretty far, right? Because he was moving at max speed.
Yeah.
Just for a brief second, but
we're up there, stopped floating, I believe.
I imagine you were going to circle the area.
Yeah.
Okay. How? So we're back close to Smurrrrh.
Not yet. I was going to ask you about something before we flew back. I'm like, what cloak are you wearing right now?
I am wearing. I'm wearing my vanishing cloak.
Think you could use the Cloak of Dimension Door for this trip? In case something goes awry, maybe port yourself and the druid down?
I've heard of this horrible story where someone tried to jump on a dragon and missed and their rogue friend tried to catch them, and it ended very badly. So I don't think that's a good idea.
But I mean, isn't the druid sitting on the mule with you?
I can pull her. I can't pull Donkey through the portal.
So Donkey can fly.
No. His flying is because of the bridle. It needs to be controlled by me.
Oh.
So what would happen is he'd teleport off of Donkey to rescue the druid. You'd suddenly be carrying a donkey.
If something does go horrible, I can activate Donkey's like crazy speed and probably catch the druid.
Okay.
However, this may be a moot point. How fast can Smurrrrh move?
He's pretty fast.
I don't know. I saw him fly with those wings, and it didn't.
Oh, you mean flying?
While this is going on, I'm showing how awesome my skills are at flying. my
And are his actual flight skills.
My clumsy
Get-
flight.
Hey, what does this look like? Because he's clumsy flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About like how Donkey was going back and forth, side to side, barrel roll. Kind of dives, but catches himself.
And he can't go nearly as fast as us, can he?
He's making about 30 foot around.
Smurrrrh thinks he's doing good though,
But we were going like a.
Yeah.
considering he
Yeah,
just
but
got
like
his wings.
at that point, you were like spinning like a
Well,
pin.
that's what I'm saying. We can't go faster than the slowest person, and that's 30 feet, and there was no issues at 30 feet.
That's why I
Yeah.
said looks good. What's our walking speed? Are we just gonna fly because?
That's the same as our
Faster than you fly. If you're a barbarian at level 11, you have a faster walk speed than you do a flight.
yeah, but I think Darren would be our slowest walker.
Yep, I only move at 20 feet.
Yeah, what's Donkey's walk speed though?
Faster
Because-
than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on Donkey all the time.
I can get it up to 40 for my walk speed when I'm in bear form, which that's more than he can reasonably fly at with his clumsy flight.
So I think this might have just been an exercise in futility.
So
Yeah, Smurrrrh-
once-
Never.
so there-
This- Whenever
and
you
I'm
learn
watching,
something,
I learned a lot.
while they're away and I'm watching Smurrrrh flitting about,
Crash into the trees.
I'll ask him to come down a little. I want to see how fast he is compared to my polar bear form. So I'll
Okay,
ask
polar
him
bear.
to come down to me.
Okay.
I didn't know why you wanted to do the flying thing anyway, so I was like, whatever. You want to fly?
I'll tell you I want to race while they are testing out Donkey, and I'll transform into the polar bear and point on the clearing itself. How big is our clearing we've got?
about 20 foot. Smurrrrh, I was just noticing, why is your speed only 20 foot?
Oh yeah, that's wrong. It should be my regular speed. I don't know why that's there.
I was just wondering.
Yeah. Let us circle the clearing a few times and see how quickly I can run compared to your flight.
I pull out my stop sundial to track it.
Okay. Just
Take a
sign
run.
dial.
I go at 40 foot when I'm in polar bear.
And Smurrrrh's flight is
The armor's
definitely
maybe the armor's
slower.
encumbering my speed. I can't remember what was. There was something encumbering my speed at one point.
That might have been it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're also a barbar.
Yeah, he's fast.
Unless he's wearing more than medium, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not though.
Let's see, you are 100% barbar, are you not?
But you might have been slowed by that maul before you were wearing the
Maybe.
reaction thing or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see what you should have here.
Fast movement.
I think it just gives him 10 foot extra, doesn't it?
Fast movement.
Oh.
Apply
Adds 10.
for modifying. Yeah.
When wearing light or no armor. So you should have a 30-foot movement speed right now.
Yeah. Now, since that is a class bonus, does it improve his wings?
A barbarian's land speed. No. It straight up says land speed.
Yep.
Do I gain any speed bonuses for being bigger?
Yeah, she should. I believe.
Oh, the thought of picturing you flying clumsily giant Smurrrrh through the airs. It's a dragon! Oh, wait.
I'll
No,
just
it's
headlong
not.
rush every tree I get along the way.
You can't really fly and charge unless you have a special feat for it or just stop flying. I think it's the best way to charge while flying.
Gaining size does not overtly change one's movement speed unless you shrink. If you shrink, you lose movement speed.
Okay. So
Change D&D.
So no, you're not going to get faster than 30 feet per round by any means that you have here currently.
Bloody D&D physics.
Monster.
Nice pick.
Let me get spot checks for all you flappy people.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say next. I want to get my bearings and take a look around. So spotty.
Smurrrrh. Okay. Anybody else? Or just a Smurrrrh?
Actually, shortly after I land, I have another check that I need to do.
It's not too hard to spot, but still. That's a lot of spot.
No, that wasn't spot. I didn't see anything. Colby is
Blind.
turned a couple shades of green
Okay.
and nearly threw up.
He threw up. Okay.
Nearly threw up, yeah.
Nearly threw up. From the spinning?
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably good. So Colby didn't see anything. So
Well, he did. He
Riclamin-
saw ground, sky, ground, sky, ground, sky, ground, sky, ground, sky.
I'd imagine you'd be like, "Oh my god! Hey, Lord, save me! I love this ride!"
He's like,
Riclamin and Smurrrrh saw a streak of fire come from roughly the direction y'all came from. Looked like it came from the area of your manor house, heading off towards the southeast.
if you could illustrate that on Roll20, what would that look like?
Let me see.
Newfound abilities.
It would look kind of like something like this. Oh, come on, do it. It's not doing it.
I don't see anything. There we go.
Ah! There.
Okay.
Streak of fire. Come from where your house was towards the southeast.
And that's it? Just a streak of fire?
Yep. This.
Okay. Well, we're not turning around.
Yeah. Colby regains his composure and says, "So what are we doing?"
I fly back down to them. Did I see where I need to go, by the way? Is that a different check or is that in my spot check?
Oh, no, that wasn't in your spot check. That was to see if you caught that.
Okay. So do I need another spot check or is this survival check or what?
It was a survival check to tell where you need to go.
Okay, well, I'm still up in the air too, so.
Okay. Survival check. You get an idea of where straight south would be, and you're pretty set.
Okay. I fly back down to them.
All the flapping around up there, though, you did notice there seems to be a small cabin off in the distance to the south.
Let's just continue.
I mentioned shouldn't Harold's Holdfast be around here? I'm pretty sure Ren. It wasn't Ren. Who was it? Who was he at that time?
Cordial.
Coriel had mentioned something about an alternative.
He mentioned there was a trail that was going south that would have passed Quavar.
He talked about a tower being.
Yeah, he said we could have bypassed Quavar if we went through Harold's Holdfast.
Went past Harold's Holdfast. It's a tower out there.
Right.
But y'all are still off in the Moonwood.
Yay, werewolves. Flaming werewolves.
They don't acknowledge what they saw. They don't mention it.
Nope.
Okay.
Apparently not.
Oh, we all saw the smoke. Yeah, I mean, like, you guys see that smoke over there?
What smoke?
Isn't that what we saw?
Yeah,
No, you saw a flame trail through the
Oh.
sky.
Flames. Oh, never mind. Then I say, you guys see that fire?
yeah, I saw that streak of flame up
Smurrrrh
there.
said something about that. Yeah.
It went
Oh.
southeast.
What was that all about?
It went
Oh,
in a direction southeast.
Yeah, it went southeast.
It seemed like it came back from boats where the estate was.
Is that not the direction where we left the dragon's core?
No, it was further back than that.
Well, she didn't see it, so unless they mention that.
Oh, okay then. I gotcha.
I don't know. What do you say, Ricky? Where was that about?
It looked like it came from near the estate. And it looks like it was heading southeast from there, so
I have no idea where that would be going.
maybe over by Curdiel's fort. Within the trees. Looks like it was near there. Maybe a little bit south. I also saw a house to the south. Just like lodge cabin. I don't think we should venture near it unless we need to.
Well, let's get moving. I don't like being in this forest.
I couldn't agree more. Let's go.
Oh, you left an alchemist with your people. He could be performing experiments, couldn't he?
Oh, most definitely.
Who won the race, by the way? Did the bear win the race?
The bear won the race.
Smurrrrh
Alright.
sad.
Polar bear.
You need its page number?
I'm right there. Should be. Bear polar. Should be fairly. Let's see.
She also gains the run feat when she's in that form, so she outpaced him significantly.
So large animal.
Uh-huh.
I put the stuff back in the ring of arming, so I'm not like standing out like a sore thumb.
Okay. So your wings and everything come back into your ring?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. With the abilities I gain as a polar bear, I might actually be able to carry him faster than he can go on foot if the object is speed.
I'm not hindered.
Okay. Dire bear is large animal. Polar bear is large animal.
Yeah. Roughly the
Typical.
same.
dire bear is 12 foot long and weighs as much as 8,000 pounds. Okay. We're good.
Okay. So since the polar bear should be just slightly smaller than that, probably just reduce its weight more than anything.
I'm just leaving it alone. The stats are roughly the same. There's only a minor difference. So for intents and purposes, let's just leave it alone.
Okay. So 12 foot long, about 2 tons nearly.
That would be 4 tons.
Would it? Ah, you're
2,000
right.
pounds? Yeah. Okay. I mean, they are a little longer and slender, more slender, the slender neck, so you can drop it to 3, but stay close. Okay, then. So Riclamin told the party he wanted to avoid the cabin they saw to the south. Y'all were deciding whether or not to walk, try to fly some more.
Since I lived in this forest, do I have any awareness of that cavern?
You have no idea about that cabin.
Okay. Pulling camera up now. My husband went back to sleep some more, so he's not on his computer where his screensaver might come up and up our rating.
Roleplay XXX.
Giggity.
Okay.
Hey, at least the pictures are good quality. I picked them out.
So there we go.
I have way higher standards by foreign.
What are we guys doing?
Well, I think Smurrrrh and Colby are trotting down the path.
Yeah, just going south.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So just took off.
leading.
So everyone's just walking south towards the cabin.
Yeah, if we believe that the people are all right, and I have no other knowledge of this area or anything that caused that, I have to assume it's something I'm not familiar with that they're doing.
So I'm leading my way down the south, and I'm kind of trying to make sure that I give that cabin some good distance, because I don't know who's in that cabin, and it seems kind of strange to be all alone in the Moonwood.
So you're not going straight for it.
No.
No.
About how far away from it would you try to go?
The safe distance.
What is a safe distance?
I think
You don't know.
I don't know how far the cabin itself has area cleared around it.
yeah, I was thinking if it's like densely forested,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably got a low visibility
Mm-hmm.
near it. So I think I'd be like, I don't know. You probably don't know what meters are.
If you wish
Yards,
me
close enough.
If you wish me to investigate the cavern, I can also become a brown or a black bear, which are both common to this forest.
Out of character, could you not do a survival check to know the safe distance to be away from the cabin?
He should, yeah. Or a knowledge nature.
Well, the definition of safe is pretty subjective,
wide.
depending on what's there.
So, yeah, I mean,
I'm going to meters to yards to
have
figure out.
a concept of visibility in that sort of forest.
Well, 550 yards.
okay. So you're staying roughly a quarter of a mile away from it.
Sure, is that a mile?
Quarter of a
Is
mile.
that a quarter of a mile? Yeah, all right.
That's knowledge nature to get both my bearings and, well, that would need to actually be survival, but to
Bearings.
get a
polar
concept
bear.
of what kind of distance someone would be able to detect another person without magical means from a structure like that in this forest.
From just basic cabins since you didn't see it, and the thickness of the forest that you've seen so far, as long as you stay good, probably 500 feet away, you should be fine. So about a third of the distance y'all are taking, so you should be taking a very good distance,
Okay.
staying out of the way.
All right.
So let me just.
Would you prefer if I were a smaller version of the bear? It will still allow me to travel at an increased speed, but I will be far less noticeable.
I would say yes. I would like that very much because you'll be easier to digest.
Well, she's asking.
Well, that wasn't Tony, was it? Oh, okay.
Disregard Sragg's trolling. Smurrrrh's like, whatever's easiest for you. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, otherwise, if we are worried about speed, I could always carry you in your smaller form. I'm certain that I can actually manage that with the strength that I acquire in this form, yes.
Give me your marching order.
I'm leading.
You're leading. Okay.
Can everyone else go that fast if I ride you? I chuckle.
Well, I can run very, very quickly in this shape.
Yeah.
You
And
riding
keep that
donkey, Colby?
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. So we got Riclamin on foot, right? In your lordly outfit. And I'm
Traveling
guessing
close.
Smurrrrh riding the back with Donkey being ridden by Colby in the middle.
Actually, I think Smurrrrh and I kind of headed off ahead, unless Rick went ahead of us.
I already left because you guys said I was leading. So
Yeah.
So it's
We all took off together, I guess, or they followed. Well, they were talking and walking.
Okay. Talking and walking. That works for me.
how wide is the path that we're on? Are we on a path?
Not really. You're going in between the trees.
Okay.
It doesn't take manage to get past the cabin. You're pretty sure from the distance you're at. I think you would have gotten past it by now. Come upon a little looks like a smaller cave. This may actually just not really much of a cave. It's more like a rock standing up over another rock. And you find some goblin bodies scattered about.
They should not have been in the moonwood. It's common knowledge that it's dangerous for such creatures here.
Smurrrrh says, anyone hungry? He's just kidding, though.
Spot checks.
yeah, I was gonna say I'll do a spot check to see if it's anything's watching us or whatever. Nope, nothing here.
No, Rick. No Smurrrrh. No Colby.
There's fuck
Nope.
all here.
Yadira. Good.
Really?
You notice looking at all the goblin bodies that they're all missing their eyes.
The rest of us don't notice that their eyes are missing? That's weird.
Oh, they're in various degrees of torn the heck up, but she's noticed that all of them are missing all of their eyes. They're all gone.
Oh
I
dear.
failed that check, so I know of nothing in this region that would do that.
No. That's just
Okay, that was nature. This is arcana. Do I know any reason something would take another's eyes?
maybe a spell component. Not really sure.
Spell components make sense, and there are a fair number of mages in this world.
Looks like something was hungry. Huh.
Get the hell out of here.
All right, I'm going to better examine one of the bodies.
All right. I'm going to let you do that, and you're going to make a search check, and I'm going to have the other three do a spot check for me.
And I say, guys, wait, she's searching the body here.
Okay.
I say hurry up, but I don't want to be here long.
I said, let's get the hell out of here. And then I look around.
All right. Riclamin says, let's get the hell out of here while he looks around. And you notice floating a good distance away from you a small orb that catches notice that you saw it and streaks off into the trees.
What the hell was that?
Sragg, can you describe the orb better?
It looked like a small eyeball.
Okay, so it wasn't glowing or anything like that. It was an orb, like a sphere.
How far away was this?
With a natural 20 spot check, it was about 50 feet away.
And what direction? The way we came or the way we're going?
It actually shot off to the west of you. And Adira, you, with that,
I didn't find anything.
no.
I believe.
I say, what the hell was that?
Work the mage, but I can find no other evidence of that.
You guys see
All
that?
their eyes have been taken.
I say, see
something's
what?
coming. Let's get the hell out of here.
What do you mean something? What? Something what?
I don't know. I saw that looked like an eyeball.
An eyeball, Ricky.
I say to Smurrrrh, has there been anything in this forest that you ever wanted to meet intentionally? Let's get the hell out of here.
Well, I mean, I'm up for a good fight, but usually I like to fight people.
I arm up. I go up in the air.
Okay.
An eyeball? Was it like rolling
Rick's
around
like,
on the ground?
Screw it. Arms up and flaps up 150 foot in the air, yeah?
Well, not 150
Shoot
feet.
up.
I was going to say like about
Ricky!
50 feet.
Yeah. Flap. Woof.
And
And
remember
now
to
I'm
add
scared.
an additional spot in this form.
I clumsily follow him. Still intrigued about the eye that he saw.
Ricky!
Okay, well, we're in trees, right? So what I
Yes.
wanted to do is I wanted to get like maybe like 10 feet above the trees and start scanning, trying to see.
Very good. Okay, you do go up higher than that then.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I was
You
trying
crest
to
the
do.
top of the trees. You break through at about 90 feet. You notice floating above the treetops a strange. Let me go ahead and read the description here.
I think it was an eye of Kilrog. There's got to be a warlock around or something.
Oh gosh.
Who's this Kilrog fellow you speak of?
I
Famous
don't know.
orc hunter. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like a sickly green floating man-of-war jellyfish. It pulses and ripples due to something you don't know about. Dangling from the body are a number of barbed tentacles upon which are skewered the eyes of its former prey.
Sounds like a beholder poser.
All right. So you're going to see that. It's here, but it's 100 foot up.
It's 100 feet up.
It's floating above all the tree line.
Okay, how far is it from us?
Let's see. 25 foot away from you.
And coming at us, right?
Nope. It was just floating there.
Oh. Okay. Did you catch Colby's message?
Let's see.
In Skype.
All right. Sure did. Got that. I need. You spotted that. Smurrrrh's flying up under behind you. Colby, give me one more spot check. And Adira, you're looking around now since you're done searching.
Okay.
Spot, please.
16.
Okay. 16. I'm giving you
Okay.
uncounted bonuses because of Riclamin freaking out.
Okay, I shift into form if I'm not in it already.
Uh-huh.
I also have scent in this form, so if I smell anything, let me know.
There are eyes watching you from all angles.
And so,
All right.
Did Rick point out
Let's-
this thing above us?
No, Rick just said something's up. What was that flapped up? He's the only one that's seen that up there so far. You freaked out by that, started looking around, and you're seeing these floating eyeballs everywhere. The bear smells them and sees them. And let's take a little break there.